we'll explore some practical tips for sharpening your leadership skills. First, when supervising others, take care so as not to seem overbearing or perceived to be watching over employees' shoulders. New hires, especially those with little or no experience, must have direct supervision during the training period. However, experienced employees usually need less direction once they demonstrate the ability to perform tasks to your satisfaction. In general, the level of supervision is inversely proportionate to the level of experience the employee has in regards to a specific task or skill. An experienced receptionist should not require direct supervision when handling payment processing. When a new computer system arrives, however, the level of supervision is more direct until the receptionist is able to properly demonstrate the new skills. A manager is always required to set an example. What you expect of your employees, you must expect of yourself. You cannot gain the respect of employees if you demand punctuality, and yet you're frequently walking in late yourself. By not complying to the standards you set for others, you promote a do-as-I-say, not-as-I-do attitude, which in turn will result in your being an ineffective manager. Instead, you should strive to be on time and set a positive example for your staff. What leaders do in moderation, your followers will do in excess. If you make personal phone calls, they will likely make even more. Lastly, you must remember that respect is a two-way street. Treat your team with respect, and they will treat you with respect. The old saying, "Do unto others as you would have others do unto you," is quite applicable to staff management. If you wouldn't appreciate disciplinary action in full view of others, don't do it to your employees. Likewise, when training new employees, don't talk down to them. A little respect will go a long way in establishing you as a great leader. The next area is that of communication. Effectively communicating with people is a constant challenge. What you say and what people hear can be entirely different. To complicate matters even more, it's not just what you say, but how you say it. Body language speaks volumes. You may claim to have an open-door policy, but you never want to be disturbed. Or you may have your door open, but never stop to really listen to what your employees are saying. What you're communicating with both of these actions is you are not very important to this hospital. The key to communicating is to be a good listener. When dealing with employees, clients, or doctors, listen to what they have to say. Don't formulate an answer in your head while they're speaking or think to yourself, "Oh, brother," and roll your eyes. Remove distractions so you can focus on what they're saying. When dealing with people, differing personalities can often come into play. You must be able to adjust your communication style to complement that of the person you're dealing with. For example, a shy or quiet employee may not respond as well to someone who speaks loudly or is overbearing. In every situation, as the manager, you must learn to remain flexible, adjusting your communication style with each individual you interact with. Managers develop reputations just as doctors and hospitals do. Make sure all is well with your hospital, and the community will know it as well. With this in mind, it's important to start off on the right road and stay there. The rule of first impressions applies to all situations. If your first staff management experience results in praising an employee for a job well done in front of other staff members, you'll start with a favorable impression. Beginning by yelling at an employee in front of others, and you're paving the way for trouble. Treating employees as you wish to be treated will make you an effective manager. Employee relations and motivation will constitute the majority of our staff management training.